a sudden some strange, why would they, do something like that? And then he also said, remember me, and I thought the message was, remember the holy things, how to love everybody, how to forgive everybody. That's the message, and I thought that was a miraculous thing.
What kind of shawl was it, Was it plain white shawl?
No, it's one of those, it was Palestine, and I saw him buying it, what those Palestinians wear.
Or Palestinians?
Yeah, and very warm and very big.
Islam. Palestinian Islam. They're Islam, Muslim Palestinians.
Oh, Islam. Oh, yeah.
They're Muslim Palestinians.
Shawls are not Islam.
No, I mean, the person was
I don't know who he is. I really appear like an American.
Interesting.
But this passage that came to me, that really,
You see the Wailing Wall also?
Yeah, but I didn't go to touch because too much walk.
Which one?
So King David.
What you want?
Wailing Wall. Wailing Wall.
Wailing Walk.
The Wailing Wall. W-A-L-L.
Jewish people, they go and touch with
Yes. I went to the Wailing Wall. My mother. And I left a message there.
Everyone writes something.
Like everybody writes something and they put it in between the nooks and crannies there, as a message.
As a memory.
Yeah, and you know what I left, what my message was, and I was 55 years old. I want to realize God.
Oh, wow.
I left
so
it
you
in
have
the
realized.
That was my wish. That's how far it goes.
So I could
Even
walk.
further than that.
No, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Just sitting and then watching everybody.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. But that very particular stone, there's a big stone where after crucifixion they put Christ there to wash his body, the tomb.
But you about the Holy Sepulchre?
The
Holy Sepulchre. Have you visited that?
Yeah.
That was a church now.
Correct.
And many different Christianities represented it. Armenians, Russians, and all kinds. They all have a shrine in that big church.
No church around.
Muslim. Inside the Holy Sepulchre Church. Supposedly Christ was crucified.
Yeah. That is
have
the
you
place.
Been in Israel?
No, I never.
We haven't been in Israel. And you were in the temple of the Muslims, so it's right there. We were there, and we were able to get in at that time. We were a whole group, and there was a place where you put your hand, where it was the impression of Muhammad's feet as he was going to heaven, and I put my hand into that impression of his foot.
That's a footprint.
As he was ascending towards heaven.
Oh.
That's a feature.
That is the place Muhammad ascended. That is the idea.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And Christ also, it was Christ after death was put there, buried there, and from the same place, then Muhammad went up.
No, not the same place.
That Wailing Wall is here, and the Muslim temple, how is it called? The big huge mosque is right behind the Wailing Wall. It's not the same place.
That one, but not inside that particular church where on the stone they laid Christ's body to wash.
I don't remember seeing that.
And then the tomb is right there in that big hall.
In the tomb we hear that Bible.
The church.
Behind that will be church, maybe Muslim church. That is very natural. Everywhere a Hindu temple, behind that will be Muslim. The Kashi Vishwanath, there will be Muslim. So naturally that can go side by side. That's a different thing. And there will be some holiness there. And people are going. But
there are many Muslim Palestinians living in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And they are just like the Israelis. They hold the rights. They vote. They
live very friendly.
They are actually the same rights in Israel. Those Muslims that didn't leave when Israel became a state, and their descendants are still there, and they have all the rights that Israelis have. They are even represented in the government.
Okay, so we'll read this. That's wonderful. Israel, huh? Holy Israel.
Yeah.
Our Shraddhananda Swami used to talk about Israel.
Who?
In his talk, giving examples,
Like what?
like you go to Israel and you live in the memory of Israel, like Dakshineshwar. Oh, this is the place related with Ramakrishna. That is the place. That is the place. So you mentally you can go there if you physically cannot go. So it is a holy place.
Holy place.
Very
You
holy.
can feel it when you're in Jerusalem, especially.
Jerusalem.
I could feel it,
Me too.
yeah.
So all the fights could have been stopped if people could really grab this spiritual part of.
I know.
Only the politicians are not there. Fight
I
there.
Okay, so now we have read the other day that Rahugana was the king, and that king is palanquin is carried by, what is the name?
Yeah, what is the name? The name was on the previous page.
Rahugana, King Rahugana, with the holy company of that
Jada Bharata.
Jada Bharat.
Jada Bharata, yeah.
Bharata, Jada Bharata. He was Jada, means he is not very active, or he is not speaking, no, not paralyzed, as a dumb.
He's dumb.
He could not speak much, and he looked like an idiot.
The one who cannot move is the paralyzed, right?
No, he could move. That's why he was given to run the palanquin.
Yeah.
Only he could not speak, but he was robust body, refused, and he anything you ask, no, he never speak. So people used to think that he's a fool, Jada, and Bharata was the name, and added the name Jada.
So what is the difference between Jada and Muka? Muka is that you cannot speak.
And
And Jada means
Jada actually means that you immobile, you don't move. But it was not his case. That was not his case, because he was sitting like that, and they wanted another palanquin carrier. They say, hey, brother, come. He was sitting there carrying. So he started carrying, but as he was carrying, he was not a expert palanquin, what you call carrier. So they have lost the rhythm. And palanquin carriers, when they say, Hai Lasha, Hai Lasha, Hai. Yeah. When they go, that means they keep that tune. That means everyone stepping is rhythmic. So that in that walking, but rhythmic walking, so that the person who is in the palanquin does not get very disturbed. Because if you notice like that and a small space, you feel dizzy. So when he was not doing, say, the king reprimanded him. And then that time he asked, and who are you? And even being reprimanded, he didn't say anything. That's why he said, who are you? Then he started talking, and he was a great sage, saint. And after hearing that, this knows this person, the king, Rahugana, the Rahugana, then his whole life transformed. So that was the 3 verses we read.
Yes.
Oh Rahugana, neither austerities, it is the message of the 28a on page 134.
Yes.
Neither, O Rahugana, neither austerities, nor sacrifices, nor an ascetic mode of life, nor Vedic studies, nor worship of various deities can generate devotion in one. He's teaching the science of devotion to the king, and the king become overwhelmed, and his life become very highly lifted. So he felt his misunderstanding of treating a holy man like that. He was not talking because he don't get anyone to share what he wanted to say. Who will understand that? Only by bathing in the dust of the feet of holy men can one attain to devotion. So, devotion to God is a very rare thing. You can do austerity, you can do penance, you can do much of the what you call job, Vedic studies. You can do sacrifices. That means many things you can giving gift, ascetic mode of life. Various, but it cannot generate devotion. Meaning, devotion is a very precious thing. It comes from the holy touch. The people of holiness, like Jada Bharata, his advice, his presence transformed him. 29 verse also we read, so long as man does not bathe in the dust trodden by the feet of a holy man, who have none but thee to depend upon. Who is the holy man? That's what. Holy man is that who has in his life you find that he does not depend on anybody. He depends on God and God alone. So, who have none but thee to depend upon, his mind fails to obtain communion with your feet, as also relief from the afflictions. That person who is not being blessed with the holy feet of the holy feet of the holy man. Whose holy man means who have no one in the life of that holy man but God and God. As Ramakrishna, it didn't depend on anybody but mother, no? So everything is only God, God, God. They are called the holy. In our life, really, it is a rare thing how much we can depend on God. Something comes, we forget God, and the other try. And the real devotee, they will not seek for anyone's help or anything. Only whatever mother gives, whatever Ramakrishna gives, but whatever their God gives.
What else do you think? If we have some merits, maybe we to come here.
Of course, our heart is little better rather than many. At least blessed this much that we like to see here, talk like this to hear. Why do you come over here? Because there is some pool.
Yeah.
And that pool, as because it is pool, it is surely a great good pool. And good pool comes because of good karma. Good karma or good blessings. So naturally that is working. Your own prayers, meditation, or your Guru's grace, all these things are we call God's grace. That's why Narada Bhakti Sutra says that if one feels attraction to the holy words, listening, he wants to listen to the holy words. That itself, Katha Disu Garga. The Garga Rishi said that if one feels attracted to the holy message, to listen to the holy message, Katha. Katha means this, words about God. Where Ishwara Katha, where God's such discourse is going on, if you feel attracted, that is a sign of your devotion. That means you are moving in that direction. So, who have none but God, it depends upon, his mind fails to obtain communion with your feet, as also relief from the affliction of life, which forms the special virtue of such communion. This translation is too complicated. Here it has done better translation, 32. They till they do not purify themselves. Noishang mutistva stavat ulukramangri. Till they do not purify themselves by the ablution in the dust of the feet of the great saints who have taken the vows of poverty, their understanding will not comprehend the greatness of the feet of the Lord of mighty strides. That means God's glory will not be understood unless we get the blessings of the holy people. And holy people are those who does not have anyone but God in their life. And it is by this means, that means by the process of getting grace or blessings from the holy people, that the evils of life are to be removed. In our life, whatever Naishang Matistavat Urukramangri, this type of moti means the the trained tendency of the mind, trained of the mind or tendency of the mind, moti. Tavat Urukramangri Sprishati Anartha Upagamo Yadartha. That Anartha Upagamo, to get out of the Anartha. What is Anartha? Artha is which helps us to realize God. Anartha is which makes us forget about God. So is the anartha, this life we live minus God. So look at that, we are all spiritual people, but how much we live minus God. 24 hours if we analyze, how much we can talk about God, think about seriously. Even being in this monastic life, how much we talk mundane talks. ওই জন্য শাস্ত্র বলছে, the scriptures say, Vaishnava literature says, An katha na kahibe, An katha na kahibe, An katha na shunibe, Sri Chaitanya, Grammo, An katha আরেক জায়গায় আছে, An katha, An katha, An katha, অন্য useless talk আর কি, An katha.
In the colloquial becomes an.
An katha na kahibe, Grammo katha. Grammo katha means, lower level of talk. No, not rural. Rural, no, lower type of talk. গ্রাম্য কথা মিন্স এই আলু পটল মূলো, কার বাড়িতে কি হলো, ওর ছেলেটা এই হলো, ওর মেয়েটাই হয়েছে, তার এই জামাইটাই করছে, তার ওই সেই হচ্ছে সারাদিন, অমুকের কি হলো, what happened to that lady and who she got friendship with that, and that boy is like this, and what is your business, what are you doing your time?
But that is
That's called গ্রাম্য বার্তা,
But that is one time.
গ্রাম্য
Another
কথা.
is that people say that what happened to that Vedanta society?
Same,
And that, like
same. In another level, instead of talking of God, instead of talking, those are there. You cannot change. The whole world is all the time there. No, a Buddhistic Sangha was there, a Sankarite Sangha is there. You go everywhere, human being, there will be this type of thing. Wow, how much to talk about that? Talking about that, what benefit? That's why this Sri Chaitanya's advice, গ্রাম্য কথা না কহিবে, গ্রাম্য বার্তা না শুনিবে. Even when there is গ্রাম্য বার্তা, মানে
gossip.
And what Ram did.
হ্যাঁ,
What Ram did.
what Trump did কেন, আমাদের
That's important.
No, that's not important. That's Rama Bhatta.
the গ্রাম্য বার্তা, it is not necessary for a spiritual person. If you are to do, you have some duty, you do that. But গ্রাম্য বার্তা, it is all useless talk. আচ্ছা, see, listen, till the Trump got his seat until today, you heard so many things. What improvement you have done? What could you do there? Only you polluted your mind.
No, we should be aware of
You can be aware, but that does not mean that you will be engrossed into it. And even if you, I don't get into those things. So what is there? My life is not getting in a very hellish condition. Yeah, something we live in the society, we must have to be at least wakibahal. Kintu, that is not the point. Grammo Bharta means the gossip word is good. Day and night, go. People are talking day and night. But what benefit, for whose benefit? What are you doing by talking about that? Are you benefiting your spiritual life, or you are benefiting the person you are talking? It is for the sincere people. We are reading a scripture. It is not audio. We are not talking about the street people who are the millions of people who live in lust and greed. We are not talking about that. We are talking of special people who understood that God is the criterion of life and time is not infinite. So how this allotted time can be utilized most fruitfully, that is to think of God, talk about God, listen to that. That's the scripture suggests always for the All religion will talk about that. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Who will, is it not a full stop? Seek ye first the kingdom of God. ঠাকুর বললেন ঈশ্বর লাভ আগে করে যা ইচ্ছা করো. He does not understand. He is a non-realistic person. He is saying ঈশ্বর লাভ আগে করো. First you realize God and then do whatever. Whatever shall I do? First God realization. So this is a different level of talk we are talking, not for mundane people, not for ordinary people. Those who feel the necessity and urge of spending time, that's good their way. But this sincere spiritual person will have very little time for that. Those go to see the real sadhus, Vaishnavas, who are really absorbed, and the tears will come ordinarily. The hairs will stand ordinarily by taking the name of the Lord. Our Lord's name we take, our mind is roaming around all those thoughts what we think. So, গ্রাম্য কথা না শুনিবে, গ্রাম্য বার্তা না বলিবে, বলিবে শুনিবে, আর ভালো না খাইবে আর ভালো না পড়িবে, ব্রজে রাধা কৃষ্ণ সেবা নিয়ত করিবে. ব্রজে ভালো না খাইবে, এটা খাবো সেটা খাবো এটা খাবো করে টাইম দেবে, তুমি দেবে না. না, ওটা হচ্ছে সেই জাতীয়, it is for that type of holy people is that talking. You will be যে ব্রজে রাধা কৃষ্ণ সেবা, ব্রজে means in the ব্রজ, হৃদয় বৃন্দাবন, রাধা কৃষ্ণ সেবা, that serving, the thinking of God, it absorbed into that. As if you are serving, or in your temple you are having Radha Krishna in a home deity, worship that, get engaged into that 24 hours. Don't give up everything. No? So this is extreme advice for those who want to be of that type of bhakta. For us it is okay. We are doing this, we are doing that. There's nothing wrong. But for our level it is okay. But if this level goes up, you cannot do anything. Ramakrishna could not do anything. So, Mahiyashang Padarajobhishekam. That's the beautiful word. Mahiyashang means Mahan Bhakti. Those who are extraordinary, pure, spiritual people. Padarajobhishekam. You take the dust of their feet. And Abhisheka means put on your head. Like you pour Ganga water, Abhishekam. So dust with the dust. That's why you take the dust of Brojo and put over your head. That means saying that get their blessings. Be bathed in the blessings of the holy people. That's very, very, very auspicious and rare. Niskinchananang na brinito javat. It is niskinchana means who has no other support, no other wealth but God. These holy people. Tasmat charano renu prasadad evo bhakti nanyartha itiaho. It says bhakti will not be achieved by any other. No annatha aho itiaho. Oh no, there is no other means by which bhakti can be attained excepting tasmat charana renu prasad, by the blessings of the dust of the feet of the holy people. Naishamiti eshang bhagavad bhaktim abhipsatam, those who expect bhagavad bhakti, anartha apagama. Why? To remove all the anartha, meaninglessness in life, all the frustration, all the uselessness of life. Dukkha nivritti yadartha. What is the meaning of all the dukkha, suffering, all the anguish, to get out of the system? Jasya bhagavat charana sparsasart. That is the meaning, as if you are touching the feet of the Lord. No brinito, no asaste. There is no other hope. So, the Lord of mighty strides, Vishnu, who who is in the Vamana Avataro, encompass the space between the earth, heaven, and Patalo by the three steps. And it is by this means that the evil of life is to be removed. That means very highly recommending to be at the feet of the holy people. And holy people, first defining holy people, those who don't understand anything but God. Those don't release any word. I have seen some sadhus in our ward, when they're really deeply engrossed into this prayer and meditation, they have no interest of anything. Even the spiritual talk does not suit them. They try to avoid them and go and maybe meditating, and that is coming because of the holy grace of God. So that has been emphasized. Now Prahlado on the effect of holy company. Now Prahlado is saying, what is the effect of holy company? What Prahlado says, it is Sanskrit is, for whom shall I read? No one is there for Sanskrit. Only she is not opening the book, and he is there, and also Sanskrit is difficult for me. I will try hard if we are more people are interested in.
But this holy company, Shankara said that, no, that satsangate, nishangate, satsangate. If you keep on having holy company, then you desire for nishangatam, that you want to get something.
That will come.
Then nishangate, then if you continue that, then nirmohatam, then your moha will go away. Nirmohate nishchayatattam, that truth, nishchayatattam, you will get the conviction. And nishchayatatte, once you get the conviction, jivan mukti. So it has to happen in this state. Now how come in case of these Vaishnava people, all their life holy company,
that means they are
never go to nishanga?
No, automatically it will come, because they either do this or other time nishanga, and their absorption, no association, no, as I told, because of the holy company, that sadhu I saw in Belur Math, he is totally absorbed, and he does not get associated, but he is going to the holy people, sitting in a corner maybe, and touching their feet, and then rest of the time he is getting absorbed, more absorbed, more absorbed. That will simultaneously will go. They will be, those who are much advanced, they will know the value of holy company more. What we understand the holy effect of holy company, because they have experienced something, and that experience make them more inclined into it, but not any outward show or anything. They go silently, sit in the whole congregation. They say some Jyotishwaran or some speaking I saw, and that type of sadhu sitting in one corner as if he does not know anything. He's just sitting and without talking to anybody, just saluting him and running away. This is this holy company. Holy company means you charge yourself with the holy thought by the grace from a person whose words have value. Everyone can give a good talk in bhakti. He is not a holy man. Holy man is that who is saying he has some experience or he feels that way. So that's the person. So that's called holiness. Now, tasmat. Achha, let me read the English, then I can come to the English. Sanskrit is no reason to. But Sanskrit, if we read, it gets very deep. There is a deeper sense of understanding comes. Translation does not give the same impact. Knowing as I do that thou would as time destroy everything, I do not desire for anything conducive to sense-bound life like prosperity, longevity, psychic powers, and other objects of enjoyment, open to embodied beings in spheres up to that of Brahman. What he's saying is Prahlado on the effect of holy company. So Prahlado is saying this. What he's saying? That knowing as I do, that you would, if thou is God, O Lord, thou would, knowing as I do, as I know you, O Lord, thou would, as time destroys everything, I do not desire anything. So I don't desire anything which will be conducive, means helpful, to sense-bound life like prosperity, longevity. You are getting all this in your computer or what? This book is there on your computer. Oh, what? To sense-bound life like prosperity, longevity, psychic powers, and other objects of enjoyment, open to embodied beings in spheres up to that of Brahman. That means the ordinary people are expecting these types of prosperity, long life, then it is called the psychic power, uh, an object of uh, sense enjoyments. These are open to the people from the earth to Brahmaloko, Brahmaloko. These are all different finer and finer level of enjoyment. In this world, it's a gross enjoyment. Huh? In the dream world, there is enjoyment, subtle enjoyment, and in the subtle enjoyment up to Brahma's joy. So these are different grades of enjoyment. May the Lord be gracious to direct me to his devotees. Prahlad is saying, I will pray to God so that he direct me to a devotee. Because from devotee only I can get the spirituality. The lamp is burned from another lamp, no? Flame. So flame of character, devotion. Devotion is very, what you call, contagious. If you go to the devotees group where everyone is like mad, singing and dancing, you also sit, you will feel some spiritual emotion. So may the Lord be gracious to direct me to his devotees. O Lord, there is the well of samsara. Well is comparing the samsara means our worldly life is like living in a well. And what is the description of the well? There is the well of samsara, and there is a serpent. And what is a serpent? Serpent of birth and death in it. Someone is born and some dies there. And men going after sense enjoyments fall into it. I too was about to fall into it, owing to association with men of that type. But having been saved by the sage Narada, who made me his own, I am saved. And that means holy people. Holy people, Prahlada says, Narada came in my life. And Narada was the holy person. He saved my life from the life as every ordinary person living in the well of samsara, or well of this world and worldliness, which is like so many snakes. Imagine a snake, hellish snake, a well full of snake. Swamiji gave an example. It was like key, Tantalus is hell. Tantalus is hell. And he said that a man suddenly fell into a well. And when he was falling, he was holding a rope or something like that. And he was almost going to die. And they saw in the well there are all serpents. And maybe venomous serpent. That means he will die. That's a fearful condition. And saw, and then some in between, even he was going to die. At that time he found that there is some dripping. He thought, oh, I'm thirsty. So he's putting his tongue to taste that. And he thought it's nectar, but it's the poison of another snake, which is hanging from the tree. So this is a frightening, frightening, frightening description of a hell. But have been saved by the sage Narada, who made me his own. How then can a person like me ever abandon the service of your devotees through the sanctifying recitals of the Lord's attributes and excellences, which a person takes in Through the years in his holy company, the Lord himself gains entry into his heart. When the Lord enters into the heart through the holy words uttered by the holy people, through the sound, as it were, Lord's presence is entering into the person. The Lord himself gains entry into the heart of, and destroys his sinful tendencies. Whosoever will then be averse to hearing the Lord's excellence. That means it is saying that holy company, glory of the holy company. What it says here, knowing as I do the perishable nature of things, prized and hankered after by men, such as length of life, material prosperity, sensuous enjoyment, liked by all, as far as Brahma. I cherish no other wish for them, for time of mighty prowess reduce them to nothing. This makes better sense. This translation is very original, but it is a clearer. Let you take little liberty. You have to clarify something in a liberty that book has taken here. So Prahlada is saying that I know, as I do know, that the world is of the nature and of the natural thing which is perishable, and it is uh, prized by and hankered after by men. Men in the world, material world, they value it. The name, fame, money, wealth, good food, good day. It is very natural. It's nothing wrong. But this is prized by ordinary people, such as, I will have a long life. That's why people are doing so much effort only for what? Longevity of life. No? Do this. This is good food. It will keep your life healthy food. This is supermarket food.
Organic.
It is very much organic. Right. You are eating other food organic, then you will. Good to live long, but people become obsessed day and night. They are thinking of which market, what food, and what this, where shall I cut, and this is better, what is much better, and good. We should not be thinking of food day and night, but we should. Food is necessary for maintenance of the body, and maintenance of the body is meant for God realization. If that objective is forgotten, and only the healthy thing, is it prolongs your life, and that prolonging the life may be expected by people, but for a devotee, he does not care for that. He wants to engage his mind in God, thought of God. Material prosperity. It will, most of the people in the world, what they want? Material. And two people here, two people there. So how can I see that? এখানে কম আমার একটু সাহায্য করো না, একদিকে থাকলে দেখা যায় চোখটা। Material prosperity, sensuous enjoyments, these are liked by all, even as Brahma. Brahma, why? Even Brahma, he has his sovereignty. I am the sovereign of all, the Lord of all, Brahma. There is some, that much ego, little ego should be there, and that a price of mastering over the whole universe, that is an energy. So Nachiketa said, Jama said, see, oh Nachiketa, you are so pure. You abandoned everything. See, I am also engaged to be the Jama Devata, God of death. Why I am God of death? Because I have some desire to control the world. I have merit. Of course, I have great merit. That's why I have got this post, presidential post. What is the best post in any country? President's post. So I have become the president. I'm the ultimate authority. But see, I am that, but I'm caught here. Why? Why I didn't ask for the being one with God? See, I am giving you advice how to get one with God. But you see, I even understanding that, this last desire, that came into my mind. So meaning that higher position is to love God. For a devotee, of course, these are all values depending on who is talking, to whom you are talking. Every person has a different values of life. Why we are here, there is different purpose. Some say I will be a good social worker, some say I will be doing good to the world, I will change the world, I will correct the world. Good, that's also nothing wrong. But higher and higher and higher and higher. Ultimately, I don't want anything. It is God's world. Who am I? I want to be one with God. So that is the philosophical bent here. I cherish no wish for these things. Prahlada says, I don't cherish anything like this which the ordinary people ask for. Because, why? Because for time of mighty prowess, the time, click, 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 it will devour everything. Time is devouring everything, is it not? Our money, our wealth, our youth, eh, our prosperity, our name, our fame, everything will go and be ultimately one with the dust. What ultimate? Think of ultimate. There is a statement, Raghupati Kagata, Mathurapuri. Where is that Raghupati? Raghupati? Ramachandra. Huh? Jodhupati. Acha, Jodhupati, Jodhupati Mathura, right. Jodhupati Kagata Mathurapuri. So Mathura, the grand place of Sri Krishna's Leela when he was there, full of prosperity and wealth and gold and jewelry, because while God remains, all these things come. Even Ramakrishna said, had I known the world is real, I could have made what? Kamar Pukur. Coated with golden leaf. Meaning, this world, today prosperity, tomorrow. Look at every ups and downs of the civilization. Where there is a great civilization.
Interestingly, he said he would, how to say, cover Kamarpukur with gold, but not Dakshineshwar. He didn't say that I would have covered Dakshineshwar with gold.
Anyhow, he could have said many places, but one place is enough.
Many places like
He is saying that my mother place, our birthplace, so Kamarpukur I could have. And the point is that, yes, but this is one goal. This is not less goal. Good goal. That means goal means everyone will be rich, everyone will be happy in the village. No, if you can cover the whole Kamarpukur village with gold, then means every house is gold leaf. How much valuable? One house, your road, your floor, your pillar of the room, everything is all gold leaf. That's it. That means everyone is so rich. I can do that. But he said that this Jodi Jantam, had I known the world is real, it will stay. That means it is not. For time is the mighty prowess, reduce them to nothing. O Lord, bless me in the midst of your own devotees. That's the prayer. Keep me, take me to some place where I can see one devotee. Thakur used to do always, no? Thakur is running after his own realization, he being the avatar. He is running, oh, there is a sadhu, to see the sadhu. Oh, these people are praying to God. These Brahmo devotees, they are praying to God. As he heard from Dakshineshwar, he out of his own, asking somebody, taking somebody to meet. They didn't invite him, but he goes inside. That means it is, bhaktas always want bhakta sangha. That's why Thakur said, hemp smoker likes the hemp smoker. So bhakta will expect that. Prahlada says, I like to have that. I want that blessings, not with the association of people who are drowned into world and worldliness. Next verse means a few verses joined together. How many verses? 1, 2, 3 verses. So 3 verses. Second verse says, how can I forsake the good service of your devotees? Prahlada is saying that I love you, So I love your devotees. Huh? If one loves someone, he loves his anything associated with that person. No? We love Ramakrishna. That's why if we get that one piece of his used cloth, what will you think? How much you will love? No? Even he has used some shoes, no? To touch even you will feel, my God, wow. You love. That's why it is everything is
Do you
pure.
think that it is the love for Sri Ramakrishna, or people think that it is something auspicious, it will be good to me?
People
I
try
will be
to.
lucky, it is lucky for me, and I will be benefited. Mundane thing I will get. It's not the
Maybe
love.
that may be another idea. But those who are devotees, they think that it is touched by Ramakrishna used it. It's so holy. It will make me holy. Bhakta will think in a different way. That also another way. So how can I forsake the good service of your devotees? For Narada, treating me as one of his own, took me under his protection. And I was about to fall in the pit of worldly life, which is full of dreadful reptiles, like other men who, running after worldly desires, had tumbled into it. So, my guru, who is Guru Narada, Narada has saved me from this dreadful life. Dreadful life for a devotee, this life is meaningless. We're talking about any other thing but God, Ramakrishna, as he said. That's why Narada Sutta says, Dussanga sarvathaiva tajya. He's saying satsanga is important. Do satsanga. And another thing, dussanga. Avoid dussanga, bad association. What is bad? That takes us from God. What is good? That makes us close to God. And the third verse says, who would not attend on saints by whose constant association men have their hearts purified by the Lord, who enters there while his glories are sung by the saints. When the saints or holy people sing the glory of God, as if through that glory or that holy words, the devotion or God himself enters into the heart of a devotee. That means whatever type of talk we talk, that our heart becomes saturated with that type of feeling and emotions. So the sacred sign of pilgrimage merely remove impurities of the body. So the Lord enters his glory through his words of his glory into the heart of a devotee. And that way that will remove all the impurities of the heart. This sadhu has given a good commentary on, but they have not translated that. That's the point.
We are doing just that, Swamiji says so. To the sanctifying disciples of the Lord's attributes and excellences, which a person takes in through the ears in holy company, the Lord himself gains entry into his heart and destroys his sinful tendencies. Whosoever will then be averse to hearing the Lord's excellences. And we are doing just that right now. The Lord is entering into our
when you chant the name of Lord, when you hear from it, particularly if it is more tangible when it comes to the mouth of a person who really is a bhakta. If something comes from doctor's mouth, we may know that fact. But if some doctor says, no, this is good for your health, this is this, we have more conviction. No? Anyone saying that may have slight Okay, it may be true, may not be true. But when it comes from an authority, a person who is really steeped into that devotion, if it comes from his mouth, then it will have conviction, and that gives the seat of the Lord in the heart. So that's why whosoever will then averse. Therefore, we should always listen to holy talks, and not avoid that. That's why we'll then be averse to hearing the Lord's excellences. So let me read little translation, this explanation. It says that Krishnananda Swami has written this commentary. Yatha toya anu kupitosmi evang narodeno atmasat kritva purvam anugrihito so aham kathang nu tat bhakto sevang visrijami. As Narada, Naradena atmasat kritva, out of his love, Narada accepted me, and because of that, being purva manugrihito, being receiving the grace from him, so aham, I have learned this, that how can I then tad bhakta sevang visrijami, I will give up my association with the holy devotees, bhaktas. Grihitosmi prabhavo eva ahijukto. Kupastas, it is kupastas mean kamo kaman obhita kamayamanam janam. What is the kupa, the well? That well, I was also falling into the well of samsara. And samsara, why? Because in the life of samsara, what we get? Only cry and weep, will and well. What is this life in the worldly life? Look at that. That's a very funny thing. We never think in this way. From childhood to today, you think, what is life? A little joy, little suffering. Events are coming. Forget that. If you just analyze what is whole life, is an experience of so much of suffering, little of joy, and then few days of happiness, and again some suffering. Again, this is going on and on. This is the well, that is the well of samsara. Forget that you get good food, or you have a good visit, or you get a good friendship, or you have a good party, whatever you think. It is only little joy, little more suffering, little joy, more suffering, little joy in between. That is called the life. And how to get out of it? That is the holy company. That's the kupa. Kupa means the well. Well of samsara is this. So Narada says, I was saved from this. How? By the grace of my Guru, Narada. And Narada actually saved me. So how can I, learning like that from Narada, how can I avoid the association of the holy? How can I take me away from the devotees who are the source of spiritual joy and experience? No? Nipatito kamayamanam janam, those people who desire for this worldliness, the nipatito anuprasangat prapatanam jo ayam aham. I would have gone like them, but I am saved. Tu devam tad bhaktasya Sri Naradasya anugraheno. The grace of Narada, to, by that only, devam tvaya atyantam anukampitosmi. I am very much, I got very much, I was filled with the compassion of yours. Ayam eva chami parama anugraha. And it is your grace which dawned on me. no punaridam otitucham mat prano rakshadi. My life, protection of my life, protection of wealth and prosperity, this is otitucha. This is all mundane, extremely mundane in comparison to, O Lord, the grace I got from my Guru, the Narada. And then last verse, again, here's some few lines. Tasmat Pholitamaho. So what is the result of that? Jat Jat Sanga Labdhamiti. That what is the fall? Result of the association, what I attain. Jeshang Bhagavat Priyanam Shangalabdham. Those people who have the good fortune to get Bhagavat Priyanam Sangha. Sangha means association. Association of whom? Bhagavat Priyo. Those who are Priyo, dear to God. Who are dear to God? Bhakta is dear to God. So, that association of them, Mukundasya Vikramam, that is the Mukunda means Krishna, or Lord. It is the Vikrama means the power. Sutivi Subhanadivi Sanskritam, with the eardrum, Shrutivi Sobhanadivi. Through that, the sound comes into it, and Sprishatang, by that we get the touch. Sevamananang Pungsang, those people who release that type of holy words, Antargate, when they enter into the heart, Gato Anta, Yo Manasang Malam, that mala means the dirt, dust and dirt or impurities, that mala which is in the heart, that is removed. Thakur said that when mind becomes pure, it will go for God. So why our mind is not going for God? It is not pure. How the purity will come? He says, you listen to words of bhakti from a real bhakta. And through that, God enters into your heart. And entering into your heart, what he does, a miracle, he removes all the darkness from your heart or ignorance. Manasang malang. What is manasang malang? Durvasanang harati. All this vasana, durvasana. Durvasana means you love God. That's also vasana. You want to realize God is a desire. Mm-hmm. But what is durvasana? Which makes us forget about that, and which teaches us to go for everything else but God. Durvasana. So durvasanang harati. King tad vikramam. What is the power of that? Who can do that? Only holy companies, holy words can have that power. Nijam asadharanam birjam eva evam prabhava. That is the power. Birjam is the strength. That is the strength potential in the words of that holy man, and that purifies it. Yasya tirtham, which is compared with going to a holy pilgrimage, tirtham, to Gangadi Muhu. You take a bath in the Ganga. You go to take a Ganga bath. You go to Jamuna. Comparing to that Muhu, Sangaspritanam Angajang Kevalang Papam Harati. Sundar. If you take a bath in the Ganga, that Angaja Pap, that means the dust and dirt of your body, it gets clean. You take a bath in the Ganga, what will happen? The physical body's mala, or the dirt, that will be cleaned. But who will clean the mind who is inside? That holy words of the Lord coming from a holy person will penetrate into it, and it has such a potential power. It will act into the heart and will remove all the dirty things from there, and it will give a spirit of association with the Lord. Bhagavatanang kovaina sevate annaya. That means, that's why Thakur used to serve the the holy people. And when he was a young boy in Kamarpukur, so many holy places going for pilgrimage into the Ganga Sagar, Bay of Bengal. Kopil Muni's center, ashrama is there. And people in this terrible cold, my God, that is India is unique in that way. In the coldest, most difficult to go there, and going there with much hardship, to take a dip in the cold and wind is blowing, no? And they take a dip to remove all the sins. That is the purpose they go. So, and Thakur used to, all these sadhus used to go by the path leading to Ganga Sagar. And Thakur used to serve them. That's why when later on he was asked, he said that I didn't read much. I didn't read much, but I heard more. How he heard? He heard from these holy men. He used to serve, bring them water, bring them some firewood. Just a small boy. Who has taught him? His family is asking for where is Godai? Godai is engaged with the terrible looking monks. A child should be frightened. Seeing the matted logs with a chimta in the hand, and sometimes their ashes smeared with ashes like that. A child should be frightened. But he is the most joyful place Sri Ramakrishna is to found there, and he is serving the sadhus. And one day, that story is there. Ma gave, they are not very rich people. So one day, Sri Godai's mother gave him one fresh cloth, new cloth. And he went, and the sadhus are sadhus. They tore that cloth and made some kopinam, lion cloth. And he has put that lion cloth and he came back to her mother. And mother saw that the cloth is gone, it's a lion cloth. She got scared. She got scared. My son, the sadhus may take away. And that was the fear also in our childhood also. And don't go if you see such matted lock things, because now they actually steal the children. Yeah. So in our early days, we were frightened to see someone. Oh my God! But Ramakrishna is just opposite. Going to those people, feeling they are my own, and listening from them. That created. Okay, Jai Thakur.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Jai, Jai, Jai.
Our heart is being purified by listening.
Uh,
Holy words.
Yeah, that's Bhagavat words are so powerful. Bhagavat words are so powerful. But they glorify, but it is English translation of the Sanskrit, and also to make it express. And that, to start with this book, you need to have a little grip over Sanskrit.
And the what?
Grip over the
Grip.
Sanskrit.
Grip.
And the word by word